Right now, AI is already replacing jobs faster than most people expected. Writers, designers, customer support, even software engineers, roles that were once considered safe. So the real question isn't if AI replaces every job. It's what happens the day after it does. Not the collapse, not the apocalypse, but the quiet moment when humans realize work is no longer what defines us. For decades, automation replaced physical labor first. Factory lines, warehouses, assembly work. But this time is different. AI didn't start at the bottom. It went straight for knowledge work. Emails written in seconds, code generated instantly, customer conversations handled by machines that never sleep. Companies didn't need to go evil. They just followed efficiency. One AI tool replaces 10 workers, then 100, then entire departments. And once that shift begins, it doesn't reverse. AI doesn't replace jobs randomly. It replaces tasks, especially predictable ones. Anything repetitive, anything based on patterns, anything that can be learned from massive data. Administrative work, data entry, basic legal research, entry-level creative work. Not because humans are bad at these jobs, but because machines are cheaper, faster, and tireless. And once AI handles the easy parts, fewer humans are needed for the rest. This is why job loss feels sudden. The bottom layer disappears almost overnight. Before we move back to the topic, make sure you subscribe and hit the like button. Every technological revolution promised the same thing. Yes, jobs will disappear, but new ones will appear. That was true before. The problem now is speed. AI doesn't just replace one industry at a time, it spreads everywhere at once. New jobs will exist, but far fewer people will be needed to do them. One engineer managing systems that replace thousands. One designer guiding tools instead of creating from scratch. The ladder still exists, but most of the rungs are gone. If people don't work, how do they survive? This is where things get uncomfortable. Modern economies are built on wages. Wages depend on jobs. Jobs depend on humans being necessary. AI breaks that loop. Some governments will experiment with solutions. Universal basic income, reduced work weeks, state-supported creativity and education. Others will resist until pressure forces change. The transition won't be smooth, but history shows something important. Societies don't collapse when work disappears. They collapse when meaning disappears. For the first time in history, humans may not need to work to survive. That sounds like freedom, but it also sounds terrifying. If your job disappears, who are you? Some people will struggle deeply. Others will finally explore things work never allowed. Art, science, community, curiosity. The question becomes, do we redefine success or cling to an identity built for another era? By the end of this video, there's one outcome almost no one talks about. The moment when AI replacing jobs stops being the biggest change, and something else quietly takes its place. AI replacing jobs doesn't affect everyone equally. Those who own AI gain leverage. Those who depend on wages lose it. This creates a tension society has never faced at this scale. Do we allow a future where productivity explodes, but wealth concentrates even faster? Or do we redesign systems built for scarcity into ones built for abundance? This decision won't be made by AI. It will be made by humans, slowly, imperfectly, under pressure. Here's the part most discussions miss. The biggest shift won't happen when jobs disappear. It will happen when people stop asking, "What do you do for a living?" and start asking, "What do you contribute to humanity?" That moment won't feel dramatic. It will feel confusing, unstable, unfinished, but it will mark the real beginning of a post-work world. AI replacing every job doesn't end humanity. It ends a chapter where survival required labor, where identity was tied to productivity, where worth was measured in output. What comes next depends on choices made right now, in this decade. Not by machines, by people. And whether that future becomes liberation or division depends on whether we prepare or pretend it isn't coming. If you want to understand what that future really looks like, this channel exists for one reason: to look beyond tomorrow, before tomorrow arrives.